play. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome to the third keynote. We are talking about actually my thoughts about now and future of server-based computing in any kind. Must not be only about what we do, but actually as all, I mean, not only what happened by Citrix, VMware, and Microsoft. I think I will more, especially in the future, I will more focus on the stuff which comes around. It's actually I'll look around, you know, bit out of table where I sit on a bit around. First disclaimer is that's what I'm talking here is absolutely only my opinion, should not be yours. If you actually the best is you adopt it, yeah. That's good. You should not always believe people which stand in front of you and told you something. You should think about it and make up your mind as well. Yeah, and that's also I have no connection to this company which comes in these slides, and I have and this is not opinion of my company as well. Yeah, that means that's only my opinion and must not be yours. Again. Yeah. So my name is Saša Mašić. I work as senior consultant for server-based computing at Dataport. That's at Kiel. That's company is government-owned, 100% government-owned, and we provide services for communities and governmental organization. I have Twitter account, and maybe I will follow you, but please don't follow me. Eh?
One tweet.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah. I will follow you, but I maybe follow you, but please don't follow me. I must say another thing. I work on this position till tomorrow. From tomorrow, I am data center service designer in Dataport and in Hamburg. That's the change in my life. But since anyway, any questions? Huh?
Congratulations for the change.
Yeah, great. At least I don't have to drive 100 kilometers every day, there and back.
Get salary increase. Get salary increase, you get the beer.
Yeah. No salary. No salary increase.
No salary increase.
It's in Hamburg. I live in Hamburg, yeah. Okay, what we are talking about, we will speak a little bit of past. We will look what's happened now, what are great products and what strategy I see for our vendors we're working with, what are challenges they have. And I speak about few projects which I think they will impact our lives as such tomorrow. You don't have to look, only these three are important. Everything is, you know, blurry, because it should be. Yeah? It's like taught like this. Okay, we first start with the past. Yeah, we can learn always something from the past. Actually, my mother said me was like this, but normally we don't. Yeah, and we start with one story, and that starts in 1996. And 1996 was the year where I think 1 year before Microsoft took over the world. That's the year 1995, the Windows 95 come out, and that was the point where IBM was like company of the past and Microsoft was the company of the future. At least for 15 or plus year, depends how you think about it. But 1996 there was one company, he thought, oh people, we have this internet, it's new, but you know, we can put all application in internet, yeah? And we can have one small client which can do anything else except to show the sites of internet, and you can do everything you want in internet, and you don't need personal computer, and you don't need, you know, somebody know the name of company? No. Come on guys. Okay, we go one further. I will show you this bit. Okay, Java Station. You know that one? Anybody? No. Okay, Java Station, that was the first one. Looks very sexy. They simply put one box on the table. But what's funny about this box is, you know, that has only mice, television, and keyboard. Nothing else. You can do anything else with this. You could not even print on it. Yeah. But what has web browser and Java client or Java runtime. That's the only thing we have. Of course, was a huge flop because on this time was nothing in internet. Yeah? That was the main issue of this. The Sun tried again, yeah? And see, 1 year later, they put some designer which do some design, was not still not sexy, but could use PS2 mouse and keyboard, but was still a flop. Yeah? What is funny about this is, in these years, I will say what's happened around this. Google was started in 1998. Yeah? Amazon started in 1995. I don't notice this, but Steve Jobs come back to Apple around this time, and Facebook will come much more later. Yeah. Funny thing, 1999 is also what's happened. 1999 is Sun come idea that this with internet will not fit very well, and they tried to develop thin clients. Yeah, and that was the Sunray 1, which I will say I thought frankly before I read something for 6 months that this is old technology, but this one, yeah, is still there. In some other case, but it's still there. It's very funny. Okay, but it's not what. But it's actually not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is what's happened. No, it's a joke. Actually, what I want to say with this is doesn't matter how good idea is, but if you're far away from your time, yeah, or far before your time, it's not work. That means in year 1996 to put internet computer was actually a great idea. I still think it's a great idea, but with no services, doesn't matter how good the idea is. Huh? No services, no computing. Yeah? That means idea is great. I think maybe that's the client of the future. Who knows? But on this time, that was like, far before it. Okay, the second thing what I want to say, that's the second story from the past, happens October 22, 2009. That's the date where the Windows 7 are announced. Anybody remember that? You know that. Oh, better as this Sunray. Okay. What's funny about this is my feeling on this time. I must say this. I know that everybody of you will disagree, or most of you will disagree. My opinion on this time was that Windows 7 is operating system that nobody wants, or nobody needs. Not wants. Nobody needs. Actually, Microsoft need it, but actually better they doesn't do it, in my opinion. Yeah. A few months later, 2010. Come the game changer. You know what this is? Yeah, that's iPad. And iPad shows that actually what we really want is not XP 3.0 or 3.0. What we really want is simple device which we can carry with us. And that's a moment for me which marks the switch to mobile computing. We try all mobile computing a lot of time. I mean, Microsoft and a lot of companies try with mobile computing, but laptop is not mobile computing. Laptop is not movable device. You put it, you open it, you work it. You go somewhere else, put it, open it, work it, but not actually mobile. Yeah? It's, how to say, not mobile device which you can carry around. Yeah? But this one, that was the first really mobile device. You can really do mobile something with this. And that's the game changer. Yeah? Okay, any comments so far? Good. Okay, that was the time. Let's show us what we want. We want apps. I will come to apps a little bit later. So, I think in this time or moment that what Microsoft actually really needed is maybe this, some operating system which you can do internet sites. Maybe that will be a good idea. Even something like mobile Firefox or mobile Ubuntu at the end. Even if they put effort to make mobile, that's 7.5 I think, or 7.8, it doesn't matter where the picture is. If they do this, I think in this year, when the iPad come, I think they will be a company which give a pace of client industry in the world. But I think this time is over, in my opinion. But who knows? You know, the best about future is that nobody knows what will happen. And if somebody from you really knows, please tell me. I have some money on the account which I can put in some investments. Yeah. Okay, that's what we do. Yes, we go to now. Good 10 minutes. Questions so far? Good. Okay, we come to now. How soon is now? That's always a question that I sell to myself. We start with server virtualization. I must say that what I miss here is the source is from Gartner, yeah? Not the picture, but what stands inside. Yeah. Actually, in this server virtualization space, we have 3 companies. Yeah, we have 3 big companies: VMware, Microsoft, Citrix, and we have Oracle, which is like challenger status on this Gartner, how to say, cross. And we have Red Hat and Parallels, which are actually niche products. Funny is, what I see is that Citrix actually don't compete much with VMware and Microsoft. Citrix will, in my opinion, they try to be some kind of best platform for Xen desktop. And that's what they do at the time, but they not really try to take a market share from VMware or Microsoft. Actually, in my feeling, I don't see this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the guy from Citrix can tell me is this true or not, but how it seems for me is, and VMware and Microsoft, they compete on 2 kinds of points. First time is architecture. I don't know if we have time to go on it. Or is anybody here who really need to know where the difference in architecture is? Good. Then we will not take deep inside this. The source is there, and you can read this article. It's very good on serverwatch.com. It's a very great article about differences in architecture. But where they actually compete is to work in this how to say enterprise space. And that's, I think, what I see is that Microsoft put a great effort to catch in the term of functionality and the term of manageability with VMware. But what they must do is actually they must took over or to work more with the server vendors. But because I must say the biggest advantage of Microsoft in terms of architecture is that they can use any driver on the market, because the driver don't have to be in hypervisor layer. That means they have very small, very teeny hypervisor, and the drivers, they are all in DOM 0 machine, which can be anything which Windows has. That means there can be any driver, everything which works on Windows will work on Hyper-V. VMware, otherwise, they work very good with vendors, and they make sure that every time when vendors put new hardware in their server, they have a new driver as well. And I think that's the one case for Microsoft must do much more effort to gain a more market share on it. And second thing, what I think is, I think this manageability part must be a bit simplified in the term of virtual center. But virtual center is maybe not so powerful, but is very simple. You can, even the people which don't know what they do can make something. Yes. Okay, but we go further. We can discuss at the end everything what's happened. Okay, that's my favorite slide. I made a mistake. Actually, I should ask who is the inventor of the apps. Inventor of apps. Okay, you have a solution. Inventor of the apps. Nobody?
Inventor of the apps?
Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
No, Citrix. They had it like always. Yeah. You remember the program neighborhood. You open this, and what you have?
But that's not an app. That's pushing.
Yeah, but it's you push the button, something pops up. Yeah. Yeah, it's a program, but it works actually. The old program neighborhood works actually as an app. Yeah? And that's that was funny. I was always, first time when I see this Apple phone, the first thing I thought about was Citrix. It's same like program neighborhood, the old program neighborhood.
Except completely different.
As I said, must not be your opinion.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. In terminal services, normally I would say on terminal services space, I see actually in this point of view only Citrix. Microsoft, you can use it, but I don't know. I can have pain through hitting myself in the head. In any other ways, actually, if I do terminal services as we know it with XenApp, I will do Citrix. I will never, I don't know, maybe I'm very biased on it because I do Citrix since I work. And I don't know. I don't see any competitor which makes me do this job easier, and that's my opinion about this. Okay, we will go on VDI space. That was the project VRC. I don't know. Anybody know this study from project VRC?
Yes.
1. 2, yeah? Oh, okay, more than 5. Huh? Almost 10. 10, okay. And that was funny. You remember this sun ray in before? Yes. Okay, in VDI is like this. On this study, the Citrix has something like 40% of the market, or something. The VMware had 27%, and that was funny. Number 3 is Oracle. Oracle has 13% of the market. Yes. And the first question which I had when I read this is, with what? Yeah? What they have. Actually, they have a product which is actually VDI product, costs like €100 user. It's actually based on how they call this virtual. How they call this? What's done by the company? VirtualBox. It's based on VirtualBox, but can use any other hypervisor, and the protocol they use is actually Sunray, which we saw in the slides before. I will not go back, but no. That was actually funny, but here is that 2/3 of this VDIs are provided through VMware, and 10% through Hyper-V, and 10% more companies we will change from Hyper-V, from Citrix or from VMware to Hyper-V. That was very interesting, but as I said, Oracle 13%. That was I don't know. I was like, okay. I not expected, but the life is sometimes happen now unexpected.
When you say VDI, you talking about a broker or the hypervisor?
About broker, yes.
So you're saying VMware is that more broker than?
No, I mean, okay. The first thing is, you can use this view from VMware, yeah, and 20.
I don't know if I use it.
Yeah, okay. 27% of companies buy it, and I think use it, yeah. But you can use it, okay, normally only on VMware. But you can. The most installation of Xen desktops are on VMware, not on.
Yeah, I know. I'm not arguing. That's why I was curious. When you were talking about hypervisor, when you put VMware up there, I mean, are you talking specifically about you?
No, about you. Only about you. It's okay. I don't put every product. Products. It's okay. For me, I must say that's my opinion. For me, it's actually the bare metal client virtualization. Even if it's not so popular, and if this company has not put so much effort in it, I think that is if VDI has a long, big future, I think that will be more that than this VDI as we know now. But who knows? I think that's better way to do virtual desktop infrastructure. Because of more companies that they have mobile devices, they have laptops actually. Yeah. And that means they can put the virtual machine on that as well. And we will come later in this future technology we will have later. But we will come to our big three. Yeah? We will see the big three. I think the biggest problem with these 3 companies in this moment is they don't lead anything. Yeah? They don't lead market in any case. Also, some of them make a lot of money, or all of them make a lot of money, but they're not leading technology anywhere. Yeah? They react with the changing technology which happens outside of the space. And that's what I see for now. Even this, I read one study which says the biggest competitor for these 3 companies is, anybody idea?
Xbox One.
No, Xbox, no. But
Bare metal client hypervisor.
Yes. Yeah, but soon there are guys from. I will come to Xbox as well, yeah. But it's great point, yeah. But the question is, which is the biggest competitor for all of 3? Google, yes, Google. Okay, I have one other company, but actually they say the biggest competitor is this, the Amazon Web Services. That's the biggest competitor because if I have one application which should be reachable all over the world, huh? and it's internet application, I will not use any of this hypervisors. I will, in first interaction, I will go to Amazon Web Services. I will make my application, web application, I make servers and look how it goes. It goes very well. Good, maybe I will buy my own infrastructure, like call people from Amazon or from somewhere else, Google, Rackspace, or whatever, and ask him, can I get better condition, yeah?
Even Azure.
Huh? Even Azure, yeah? Okay, the Azure, I come to Azure as well, yeah? Azure is the reason why, but you know, that's the reason why Azure exists, yeah? Anyway, yeah? But we will come to, okay, I will look then what they really do. Okay, I must say by Citrix, when you look at the future Citrix, I get in last, okay, since last PAF forum, we presented only this project Avalon. They do nothing else. I think they are only reading books about Merlin and Exabler and whatever. It's actually a great idea. I'm still confused which Xen desktop I need when I want to do Xen apps, but okay, after long reading. What is good about it for Citrix is actually they put this all two different products in one, and that I think for them actually great stuff. They have only one code basis, and that will work for them very well. Actually, that's the only point where they compete with VMware and Microsoft anyway. And I think the idea to put these services in the cloud is great. Problem is, there's already application in the cloud. You know, all of you use Twitter or Gmail or whatever. Huh? Maybe they should look at this part of how to make applications. Okay, we come back to Microsoft. Yeah, I must say Windows Server 2012 Hyper-V. That's actually a huge product. I think that will change at least our small bubble of industry where we are. And that will do two things. I think first thing is that will change this level from VMware to Microsoft. And second thing, that will lower the prices, I think, at both ends, and which is good. What's very interesting, that Dell has also a project to put Windows Server 2012 to OpenStack, which is for me great, because if you can use this cheap hypervisor for 2012 and then use OpenStack over it, that will be actually a very good solution. Yeah? And if the Dell do this well, that will be something which is really, how to say, that shows the way to the future. Yes. Windows Azure is also a great product. It's, if you want to do what I said, something which can be reachable all over the world, and you want to put it online, that's also alternative. Yeah. You can actually do almost all stuff which you can do with Google and Amazon, you can do with this one as well. Funny, Xbox use, actually every Xbox One should get three times power of computing in Azure as well. That means Microsoft gives the game developers time inside, and they can use it for game. They can pre-count huge environments and then stream this to the game in the time when you play it. Actually, great idea. I must say that's good. Yes. What's also but what they have to do, in my opinion, no state-of-art web server on Windows. That's actually a big problem. Yeah. I must say they must do this. Nginx don't work and Windows well, and when Nginx not work, anything else is everything else. I don't know. They must do something and put Nginx on Microsoft. Then I think that will be good. Nginx? Anybody know what Nginx is? Nginx or Nginx, how you call it? That's actually state-of-art web browser. The most small, big companies which use web services use actually the Nginx in this or other forms. And
Web browser?
Web server, sorry, web server. Actually, that's state-of-art web server. Sorry, did I say browser? Yeah. Sorry, I take it back and I give it back. It's server.
What would be better than IE10?
You know, as I said, if you want pain, you can hit you with the health. But when you have one project with Nginx, you will see that nothing works as well as this one. This is great stuff. Nginx or the Nginx, how it should be called. Yes, I must say they need okay. VMware is actually What they do, they announced this cloud offering. That was very like out of nothing, and they say what we want to do is to have a cloud solution for all our customers. That means when you buy VMware, private cloud or private infrastructure, what you can do, you can put your virtual machines in their cloud in cheap manners. Now, okay, not very cheap, but it's competitive, I will say, like this. And second thing where they think they have advantage over competitors is they are full-on software-defined data center. That means all parts of this data center are software-defined. I think not so much different as competitors, but as point of view, maybe more consequent than competitors. Huh?
Is that the fire exit?
You want to run away?
You said that VMware had the only software-defined...
No, I said they think that is the advantage. I speak, actually what I want to say is where the competitors are. Yeah? I will not try to say that bad or good. I will try to be neutral as I can. Yeah? That's a keynote. I am not coming from any of these companies. That means it doesn't matter. For me, it's actually, I don't know. I can implement everything with all three technologies. In this case, I will even say even with OpenStack I can implement everything. Yeah? That means it's not problem. Technology is not the problem. Problem is the problem solution. Whereas what is the problem? What the customer wants as the end. So, auf jeden Fall, the software-defined software. That's what VMware said that they are over competition. I don't know. I think maybe it's more obvious as at competition. At Microsoft side, for example, you have still a lot of. I think one of the problems that Microsoft has is they don't compete of price. Yeah? When you have a large environment and you buy this Microsoft Center service things, yeah, you buy all of one. Okay, they say when you buy Virtual Machine Manager, you get other for free. But I think for a lot of customers will be enough to get only Virtual Machine Manager for half of the price. And then Microsoft will be actually not only better in or not capable to deliver the same technique, will also be capable to deliver better price in any way. Okay, I know when you have enterprise agreement is
Comparing ESXi free against system.
No.
Yeah, but as soon as you compare vCenter Enterprise, not even Enterprise Plus, with Microsoft Stack, the Microsoft Stack is cheaper.
But not so much. But it's not so much as you think. You know, normally if they only have Virtual Center Machine Manager for, I say, $500.
It's about $16,000 when you compare vCloud Center Suite versus System Center ECI.
Yeah, but vCloud Suite is a bit big, but they had a lot more now. And you cannot compare it and the same means. But okay. But we can discuss.
I'm with him.
I will discuss. We can discuss this afterwards. I have some of time, and we have 5 minutes. Maybe we are so far. Okay, that was Hellstone is now, and I have 4. What is 4? 4 is big 4 of IT industry. That's the companies which should give the pace now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for me or for somebody else, or maybe for someone else. Another 4 companies. Do somebody have idea which companies are meant?
Apple.
Yes, Apple. Google. Okay, we have 2. 2 more.
2 Microsoft.
No. Amazon is 3, and we need 4th one. It all comes in slides. That's it now. Funny question. Actually, Facebook. And maybe you will say Facebook. What they have this social media, but they actually have a huge impact in terms of delivering web application and delivering hardware for web application. We come to that as well. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay, the first thing that we talk about tomorrow is my opinion about client of the future. Okay, the client of the future is actually, I think we all said this, one of them will not be the client of the future. Is anybody for this too?
Look at there. One takes away the Apple device and uses the laptop again. Last year it was all Apple.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's okay. What can be? I think maybe some tablet or maybe tablet with keyboard. That be some possible solution. I'm not so sure. Huh? Maybe it will be a mobile phone. Mobile phone with keyboard can be as well. Huh? You know, you come somewhere, maybe Oh, that's one I like. Mobile phone, a keyboard on the carpet. Yeah? Maybe this is the you know, you come home, you put your handy on something, and then the GUI, you know, goes on the carpet. Maybe is this the client of the future? Who knows? Maybe some kind of web-driven mobile devices. Yeah? Maybe a simpler web browser. I know. I think. Okay, my opinion is actually that's the closest one, but who knows? I think that's the bad about future is that nobody knows it. But if somebody really knows it, please.
So platform as a goal, you said the only thing you need is a browser.
Yes. I still there, yeah? That's a short version. Okay, I come to this, you know, we speak about desktop, and CubeOS is one small project. Its goal of the project is to make 100% sure, or as safe as possible working environment, and has already few very interesting things. What's here happening is they have hypervisor. It's still Xen. I don't know if they change it in the next version. They have very small storage and network demand. That's very small code which only does, and they all both work in different virtual machines. That means they are totally disconnected from the working space. Then they have a secure GUI for administration that's actually DOM null, which we know from Hyper-V or from Xen, and everything else, every application runs in very teeny virtual machine. And I think that's very pretty. That what should be also in this future device. You know, you have this in phone as well. Normally, this instances of this how to say Dalvik machine in Android Handy, they are every of these Dalvik instances is on their own. They cannot change data or something. That means every Android or iOS application run in some kind of sandbox. But that's one step further. That means that everything is virtualized. Yeah? That means every application runs in one virtual machine on their own. Yeah? That's a very good idea. I think that is something where this Xen clients on Xen client on kind of this how to say bare metal desktop virtualization programs can go. You can try it on CubeOS. Even Windows works on version 2, and they want to next version to have also a Windows application in teeny virtual machine. Okay, Windows will be never really teeny, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah? I have 11 minutes. Okay, the next thing is about why we have Android and Chrome OS. Yeah? That's very interesting. I ask me all the time why they have two operating systems. Actually, I think what they really want to do is Chrome OS, but they are not finished fast enough, and Android gets so much pace that they will never catch this again. I think that was a big mistake that Android gets so much percentage, and what Google really want to do is actually one browser-based client device. But yeah, sometimes it's concurrence in your own house faster than you think. It is. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay, I'm running. Okay, the next thing is something which the colleague from Citrix talked about. You know this Otoy company? What they have very teeny and very fast codec for H264. 264 is this the name? Yes. And they built this library, OrbXJS. What is this? That's one codec, video codec that is even faster than best implementation of H264, and has a back channel. And what you can practically do is, when you use this, you can have 3D, full-featured 3D application in your web browser, and that goes as you expect from HDX. Okay, you have no management as you have on Citrix, but what goes when this is actually in every browser, which is actually the goal, then it's so that you don't need anything else to render 3Ds in your small teeny device, because you have everything you need will be rendered on the site, and on the client you need actually only a small graphic chip which can do WebGL and nothing else. For me, this one of the, how to say, application delivery systems in the web which can have a huge impact, and that's what we do now. That's a question, right? No? Good. You can search the web for it afterwards. Node.js. Anybody know this one? Node.js? Okay, Node.js is simple JavaScript web server. You will say, oh, what's funny about this? Funny about this is that means that I can wrote, normally when I wrote web application, it's like this. I wrote on the backend with some other language as I wrote on the browser. On browser I do JavaScript, and on the other side I will do whatever I do. And then I how to say, exchange information. That's how it normally works. With Node.js is like this. You program only JavaScript on both sides. That means you don't have to learn anything else. You do JavaScript, and you have on both sides JavaScript, and that goes like good. And you can do very fast development of web application, which actually is our concurrence, I think, in the kind. So, Open Compute for project, that's what I mean, one of the projects where Facebook has close impact. In principle, on this side you can see all hardware design which Facebook actually use. And actually you can even build this or buy this server. And they say the full specification, you can order it at the company where you can order it, and actually there you see how the storage works, how the web servers works, how the database clients work. Everything is full specified, and with this knowledge you can even build your own cloud data center. As I said, that's something which is very interesting, because not only that you can build hardware and make it's actually more that you can see how this huge, I think the biggest application that we have at the time actually works. I actually not use the application at all, but these projects around it, they are good. The Facebook is also driving a lot of other very nice projects, like inline PHP to C++ compiler, or Memcache daemon for how to say, to have a database communication between web application and database is faster. Actually, Facebook do a lot of things which improve the art of developing of web application. OpenFlow, it's something which combined with software-driven data center. That's also a Google project. It's about routers. Actually, all big companies which make network components have possibility now to put Google software in it. All infrastructure of Google runs over OpenFlow as well, and you can use it to administrate routers and switches all over. And it doesn't matter which kind of router and switches are. Virtual or normal or which kind of vendors. You can all do this on one place with one controller node, and that spreads all over network very fast, and you can have a very complicated networking structure, or even a very complicated virtual networking structure when you use OpenFlow. It's a stable version now. It's great technology. I think we will hear about this a lot, even in our space as well. OpenStack is something I'm really big fan of. OpenStack. Actually, to realize it is a bit pain, a little bit more pain. But when it works, it's pain with fun. But when it works, yes. But some of us will know what I mean. Or some of you will know what I mean. Actually, what's very interesting about this project is development cycles. They do like for 4 years, every 6 months, new version, and the improvements are huge over the versions. That's incredible project, and then I think that will be also a huge impact especially to the virtualization space as well. And the last, not least, I think. I'm fast finished. Yeah. The last is SEPT. This is project which normally, if you have a storage, you have 3 different kinds of storage in these cloud networks. One kind of storage is object store. That's what we all know from S3. Yeah? That puts object, doesn't matter what it is, simply put as much object as you want. Later, when you need him, then you can take him out and everything is good. The second thing, what we have is file share. That's what we need from SMB 3.0 or NFS or whatever else. You have a file services and you can take a files and as normal, and you have a block devices. Yeah, block devices is that's what we know as a SAN. Yeah? These guys, they have a project. They want to make very scalable storage, but all of three kinds. That means you can use this storage as a block device. You can use it as file share. You can use it as an object store. And I think that's also one, when they use some very fancy algorithms which are not implemented in any other storage, not implemented by any other storage vendors so far. And I think now in this phase where they are, the block device works not so fast as they presume to, but they are still like 0.4 or something. Yeah? That means that's capable of it. Okay, I think I'm in the end. Thank you very much for hearing. I hope I not starve you to death. Anybody alive? Yes, one. Great. Thank you a lot. I tried to speak as fast as I can, but yeah. I have 8 minutes left. That means you will get 22 minutes for the pause. Thank you a lot.